Hello and welcome back to the Saintly Scots. So, we have, well, expanded quite a lot. Being a crusade, it's all been, kind of all go recently. But this episode, I think is going to be a little bit more peaceful. I don't have any obvious targets for us. Maybe Meath, but they are a Christian one. I suppose we could just force vassalization as one last war on them. Yeah, let's go grab ourselves Meath, and then we'll call that basically for our wars for just now. And then maybe have a little bit of peace. Just for a little bit. We're kind of aiming to get this primogenitor stuff going. It's not... We do have people who have negative opinions of us, but the main problem is our legalism isn't really high enough. I was trying to think of the right word there, but don't know why that was an issue. But yeah, our legalism isn't really high enough, so we'll see what we can do there. Let's see what we can do. Right, the conversion of the Zemegalians. The tribe of Zemegalians has been converted to Orthodox. That's all the way over there. Cool. Don't need to worry about that. Oh, my aunt's defensive pact has gone away. Oh, different aunt. Never mind. That's just because her husband's dead. But, yeah, no longer has any marriage ties. Yeah, he's dead. I was actually the other aunt I was excited about, but she's still living. This cancer-ridden, infirm aunt. Oh well, whatever. Right. We're now over here. How strong is Meath? They have 500 troops. Well, I think we can probably beat them. Force vassalization. Attack in. During the Battle of Westmarch, one of my commanders was killed. But we seem to be doing alright. We'll put another leader in on this side here. We'll put Eric in. And we'll just siege it down. That easy. Don't really need to do anything fancy for this war. Siege it, then walk over, defeat their other army, and then continue sieging. We need a new chancellor. That's going to be Fetchnack. Fetchnack is, well, he doesn't like us that much, but he is our cousin. Why does he not like us? Any particular reason? Because we have too many things in our realm. Well, we can perform in statecraft for just now, because we're about to get some threat, but after that, I'm not sure what we want him to do. Make sure we have some commanders in here. Those two will do. Could call in our allies, but it seems like a small war to call France into. Kind of unnecessary as well. I do want to defeat their army, if they would just stand still for 10 seconds. 99% war score, are we capped at 99%? Nope, so we can just beat their army up again and get the 100%. Nice. Offer our peace and force demands. We've merged up that little bit of our land. Scotland's name is now written right across, and that's good. Right, that's all we really need to do in terms of wars. How close are we to Britannia? We are 50. We hold exactly 50%. That's not bad. We just need to get England, basically. Oh, Gloucester down there is independent. Too far away for us to do a proper war. I'm going to head our army back over to York, and then next time we can declare war in England, we'll declare war in England. When's that? That's in 6 years. Yes, we got a little bit of time to wait. The children at Nicaea. Despite all adversities and attempts to undermine his divinely inspired leadership, Ragnar has been able to march his army all the way to Nicaea. With the Holy Land finally in reach, the Crusaders' resolve has been strengthened. Their leader is certain that the infidels will not dare raise their arms against them once they realize their holy mandate, and will instead open the doors of Jerusalem at their very arrival. How are they still going? Good question. A bad omen. During a nice family outing by the river, everyone suddenly noticed the talented nanny Denise standing on top of the old tower. Smiling and looking straight to my little son, she cried out, "I love you, Ole," and calmly took a step forward into the empty air, falling to the ground with black clothes flapping like wings of some huge crow. Ole laughed delightedly at the loud thump, clapping his hands as everyone else stared in utter shock and disbelief. Alright. So she just killed herself. Yeah, that's a bad omen. Definitely. Wasn't expecting that, but okay. If I could have done a French accent, I would have, as she was French, but yeah, I just went with whatever. Distinguished King Henry II, I wish to formally invite you to my court for a period of festivities leading up to my coronation. Sincerely, King Humbert of Germany, who has the Crusader blood of Silesia. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's neat. Because he's in the same family, sort of. I guess they're Carlings. Yeah, so he's descended from Carlings. That's how he got... So that's actually a bloodline that was created during the game. That's passed matrilineally. Huh, interesting. Higher chance to create Crusader states. Interesting. Known as the Queen of the First Crusader Kingdom of Italy. Pious ruler who fought and bled for the faith. Neat. Anyway, yeah, I'll attend, sure. Oh yes, my infirm cancerous aunt will lead the country in my absence. Well, that's not good. King Humbert spared no expense for his coronation. As I was admiring the lavish sights offered by his palace, I was approached by the king himself. After having talked to him for a while, I'm starting to think we might have a lot in common. Let's join our realms in friendship. That night, the night at King Humbert's court took a strange turn when our host decided to call some of the clergymen and scholars at the nobles' table, engaging with them in a long discussion about theology. I did not expect the feast to turn into a lesson about Christianity, but I might be learning something useful tonight. Well, isn't that good? Also, now that we're friends, can we get an alliance of any kind? No. We need a non-aggression pact, which we don't have yet. Okay. King Humbert kneels before Pope... Who died? I'm sure I heard some dying happening. Oh, it might be something being raided. Anyway, King Humbert kneel... Oh, it might just be the siege that popped up. Anyway. Yeah, it's probably raiding that happened to us. King Humbert kneels before Pope Honorius II as his host of vassals surrounds him in complete silence. The Pope blesses him and places the royal crown upon his head, proclaiming him King of Germany by grace of God. Long live the King. Yeah. With the ceremony finally concluded, King Humbert bid me farewell and dismissed me from his court alongside all of his other guests. It's good to be back in York. The regency ended, and maybe we want to try and get an... I don't want to declare war. Try and get an alliance of some kind, although he doesn't have any children yet, so we might need to hold off on that. Anyway, how old is our child? He's 9. Okay. That's fine. Right, you've failed to squeeze some taxes and instead made peasants want to revolt against me. That's good. Oh, I just realised I actually need to switch all of my people here over down this way instead of Gary. Well, that's good. Yeah, good I remembered to do that. How's our cultural tech going? Still a long way off, huh? It's okay. Walking alone on the battlements late one night, you suddenly see a shining white shape appearing in the sky above you. It seems to be moving towards you, or maybe away. What's that strange sound in the air too, like a whispering? What's going on? The Virgin has appeared to me. I have been blessed. Oh, fantastic. The hospital in Hull has seen an increase in the amount of people looking for food and shelter lately. It can barely provide food required as it is. Perhaps this could be a good opportunity for an impression. I'll make many preparations at once. So prepare food and hand them out to charity. Alms and other supplies have been brought to the hospital. It'll make life much easier for those in need. The question is now how to present this extraordinary gift. God made it possible. Definitely. So is this a... it's a Christian revolt. Well, that's not going to work, really, for us to take it. Really need to attack the main group. If we want anything to happen there. We'll hold off. As he's growing older, I could see this random courtier could use some, some training. Well, we're not going to do anything there. We're just actually going to go and assign a court tutor. Who's going to be somebody who is my religion and good at things. I don't know. How about my wife can be court tutor? Sure, whatever. That works for me. York, we finished the House Carl trading grounds. We could upgrade it again. Get even more heavy infantry and heavy infantry attack. Definitely, I'm all in. Can't stop thinking about all those prisoners in my dungeon. Yeah, I'll resist the foul impulses and I'll get rid of the prisoner. Wait, what's his religion? Oh yeah, we'll just ransom him back. That's fine. We got 10 gold for it. The angels in Antioch. After receiving a vision of the Archangel Gabriel, who helped him lead his army through the treacherous path leading to Outremer, the children of Renaud have miraculously managed to reach Antioch before being spotted by the infidels. In spite of the boy's claim that the infidels would forsake the devil upon their very arrival without the need for a fight, the heathens occupying Jerusalem have begun mobilizing their army, ready and eager to slaughter the innocent souls marching against them. in order to protect their ill-gotten land. The world will now see whether Ragnar was truly blessed by the Lord. Those poor, foolish souls. He has 182,000 troops? That's crazy. He is going to destroy them. Maybe. Yeah. He is going to absolutely destroy them. Potentially. Unless they get the negative... Unless they take attrition, in which case he's going to lose. But, you know. Great Holy War fails. Dralieza, it seems, does not favour the pagan faithful. After a great string of defeats and setbacks, the Dalai Lama has called off the Great Holy War, yeah, against the Pratvihara kingdom. Well, there we go. Whatever. Doesn't really affect us very much right now. That's alright. Okay. So we're just going to continue chilling out over here for a little bit. The Children's Crusade. Against all odds, the children of Christ have succeeded in their unlikely quest to conquer Jerusalem. The hosts of archangels with shining armor and flaming swords have been reported to have descended upon the walls of the holy city during the final battle, smiting the infidels and turning the defenders' weapons into rust and melting their eyes out. Oh wow. Ragnar now rules over the kingdom of heaven, with few doubt that it was through divine intervention that he was put there. God is with him. Oh, so they just took it with 152,000 troops. He's the chosen of Gabriel. Well, I'm sorry I ever doubted him, to be honest with you. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Well, back over here to boring Scotland land. Ah, but unfortunately that has now triggered the next part of the Crusades. Renewed jihad. The holy city of Jerusalem, where the prophet was taken up to heaven, has fallen to the infidels. His magnificence, Caliph Shamir, will not let this stand, and has declared that another era of great conquest is upon us. Such was the case in the days of the first caliphs. The Dar al-Islam must be defended. All righteous Muslim men should prepare to join the ranks of the Mujahideen for the upcoming struggles. This signals renewed era of Islamic expansion. Disturbing news. The Bektashi order. The Sufi sect of dervishes has arisen under the leadership of certain Hadish Bektash Wali, a mystic from Khorasan. Striving for unity of being, Bektashis train the soul through meditation and contemplation of inner meaning of the Quran. The Bektashi order is warlike and especially popular amongst Sunni Muslim soldiers. The order is sworn to protect Islam and to combat infidels and polytheists of all kinds. Mystic soldiers? Ha! Okay. My liege, it pains me to say there's a traitor in your realm. Who's the traitor? My half-brother? Or do I think Duke Eric is the real traitor? I think you're the real traitor, Duke Eric. I'm going to imprison you for it. What are we going to do to Duke Eric? I don't know, we could kill him. That's kind of traditional for getting rid of people. We could release him and be merciful. Let's be merciful. We'll release him. Everybody will like us for it. There we go. We'll just put him in prison for a little bit, give him a warning, and now we're back to normality. He can be my commander again. It's all good. Right. Continue chilling out here. Right, what else have we got? There are raiders raiding, which is, you know, very much normal. Our Truce of England ends in 3 years' time, which probably is our next big move. Our Housecarl training grounds has taken a long time to build, but that's alright. Defensive Pact has gone away, which means we probably want to change from forming statecraft to something else. Who is the most powerful person who doesn't like us? That would be Grenault in Powys. Well, that seems like an obvious one to improve relations with, doesn't it? Right, good. What's our retinue cap now? Still way below what we have. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, free money. Thank you. I appreciate it. My liege, I believe one of your vassals can be discouraged from joining factions. I do have factions, but he's not in it, so that's fine. Child lacks an education, so this is Ole, my son. I don't really like his traits very much. What does Idolizer turn into? Zealous, Ertrude, or Frail? I don't really want him to be frail. Conscientious can be diligent or temperate, which is fine. Both of them are good. Haughty, proud, arbitrary, or cruel. I guess I'm going to go with stewardship. Yeah, because I don't really want to give him a faith education. So yeah, we'll go with stewardship. That's okay. Seems like his realm's mostly going to be peaceful. My liege, my mission to Paris has so far been a success. Oh, good job. You made him like me more already. Being an industrious ruler, you've not gone unnoticed by the population of Gowrie. By paying the county elders a personal visit, they would truly be inspired, and the peasants would feel particularly appreciated. A small donation would also go a long way, of course. Yeah, it's time for me to visit Gowrie. Definitely. Visit our old capital for a little bit. Arrange marriage. My friend would like to marry this person. Sure. Why not? Seems alright to me. Need a new commander of Scotland. That can be, this person. That's alright. How old are we? We're 42. Our son is 12. So 4 years till we get, our son comes of age, which is good. How is legalism looking? Still getting there. It's getting there. It's slowly getting there, but it's getting there. Just need cultural tech points. It's taking a while. My liege, armed thugs attacked me while investigating the rumor of a plot in York. I barely escaped my life and now severely injured. Okay. Is there anything I can do to get cultural tech points here? I could compose a book. That might get us cultural tech points and something to do while we're at peace and have a lot of money. Compose a work of literature is not an undertaking for everyone. When spent a lot of time thinking it over, I've summoned my close advisors and fetched my best scribes. When they asked me what this work should be focused on, I paused, but only for a second. I don't know. Martial, diplomacy, intrigue, stewardship, or our house. Let's chronicle the family history. Yeah, do a bit of that. See how that goes. Maybe that'll lead to interesting things. A Jewish exile fleeing persecution elsewhere in Europe has showed up at your court. His time spent abroad has gifted him with many connections, and by all accounts he is an able diplomat. He would make a fine chancellor. Indeed. Well, I don't think we need a chancellor currently. No, and ours is better, so we're just going to have to wait. That's alright. Oh, wow. That's a huge English revolt. As all of England. And the Waldensian. Perfect. Well, that's a war opportunity if I've ever seen one. They've got so many things we could declare for, but I think a holy war for the land directly below us seems like the best one. Whatever that is. Is it Mercia? Mercia. Yeah. Holy war for Mercia. Declare it. We are going to call in France to this war, because it's kind of major. Raise our personal troops. I don't know if we need vassal levies, actually. I'll hold off on them. Just because that'll make vassals dislike us if we have them there. Right. That's actually a huge English army. Never mind. I want vassal levies as well, please. Right. Vassal levies could all merge up in York as well. We'll hold off going into the war until we get all of that done. We inherited the Duchy of Meath. Well, I actually want to give that to my brother. You have the Duchy of Meath, and you can also have North, not whatever that's called. But is that actually... Oh, yeah, I need to transfer vassal. That's it, right? Yeah, perfect. That's all better. He still loves me. He thinks I'm great. Fantastic. Right, continue merging up. Get as many as we can in here. I really need to beat up the English army, which is going to prove to be a difficult thing to do. Child lacks an education. Michael can have a martial education. That seems good. Continue merging up. Make sure we are as strong as we can be. This revolt might end before we get there, which is why I'm also a little bit worried about it, but that's okay. It is actually in favor of Mercia. Wait. Yeah, well, it's in favor of England right now, actually, I think. But that's okay. Make sure we have leaders. So we're going to lead the side. We're going to have Lenin in the center, and we're going to have Eric on the other side, and we're going to attack down this way. Won the Battle of Chesterfield. Won the Battle of Shrewsbury. I do want to assault this down, so I'm just going to wait a little bit on it. Then I'm going to go defeat the English army. Yeah. Head down this way. It's a difficult battle, but I think we're going to win it. Oh, wow. They have a lot of people joining, but we should be okay. Yeah, we're alright. One moment I'm shouting orders, surrounded by a clanging of swords and fighting around me. The next, everything goes dark as the world slips away from me. Those people, concerned faces, everything hurts. I just want to rest. The fight will have to go on without me. Oh, wow. So we are incapable. We might die before our regent, who has cancer and is infirm, dies. I just want to throw that out there. We might die before she does. Never mind. She's dead. Okay. So now our wife has landed. She's Duchess of the Isles, which is pretty nice. And her heir is Olay, who is our son, which is great. I still need to change our succession law, but I can't change it to anything. Yeah, I can't change it to anything until we get that legalism up. We're actually very close to getting legalism up. So close. We need an advisor. Make it. I'm gonna make it my wife. Yeah, my wife can be my advisor. That seems good. She doesn't like us very much. I can send her gifts. There you go, wife. Have gifts and honorary titles while I have a chance to give you things. Right. Hold off a second. Head up here. Right. Assault this down. Assault this down. And assault this down. Taking a lot there. France are beating up Mercia's army, which is okay. Be attacked by England. We should be able to win, although we don't have a commander in one of our signs, because it didn't assign one. Luckily, France came and saved us, but... ooh, that could have been bad. Make sure Eric's on the side. We have Lenin, and we need to have Gilbert. And make sure Gilbert's in charge. France are actually doing a good job in this war. Assault that down. Assault this down. Assault it down again. We capped. We are capped because we have not yet won a battle against the people who we were actually fighting against. Okay. We'll try and catch them down here. Still doesn't count, apparently. Okay. Head down this way. Oh, come on. Just stop. A blessed is past. Cilicia Mac Alpin lived a pious life, truly following example of God. She passed on 1st of April, 1986, and people... 986. People have long wondered if she'd be considered a true Christian or not. A large ceremony is held in her honor by the Pope to celebrate the life that she lived. A virtuous exemplar of true Catholic, the Pope will write her name in among the pious Christians of old. A bastion of piety in life, a stalwart example in death. Blessed be her memory, and once again in the arms of God. Blessed be her name. Fantastic. We have won a major battle, offer peace, and enforce our demands. We've expanded down into Mercia, which is fantastic. We really needed to call in France as well, which was great. Wait, did they just become my vassal? That's even better. I don't need to worry about anything. He is not very happy I took it. Oh, but he just wants control of different provinces. Well, I can do that. Yeah, you can have control of that. What else do you want? You wanted Shrewsbury, didn't you? Yeah, definitely. Have that. What else did you want? You actually like me by 100 now. What else did we get? We didn't get anything else. Oh, perfect. Well, we'll head back up there then. That's absolutely fine. Move back up this way. And that's a lot of land we got. That's a huge percentage. So we were at 50%. We're now... that was 7% of the land we need to get our empire. Nice. Disband. Head back to York. How's our cultural tech looking? Only need 24 more. It's so close. Okay. How much are we getting per month? Am I able to see that? We're getting a very, very small amount per month. But that's okay. It's getting there. Okay. Right. What do we need to do now? Now we could attack England again. But I probably need to wait for the revolt to end. Which it should end soon. Probably. Right. I forget what... oh, yes. In another year, another 2 years, our son is going to be of age. Which would be great, because then we can die and be okay about it. York is actually about to finish its Housecarl training grounds. Norse populace in York resent me as a ruler and feel that I'm a foreigner, yet I depend on these self-same people to collect my taxes and man my army. This simply will not do. I think it's time to bring some boys from back home to help out over here. Ooh, it made it Scottish and Catholic. That's fantastic. That's great news. Yeah, that is actually great news. Yeah, good. I'm happy about that one. Also, I just realised, because we don't have the Duchy of Jorvik, is that why... that might be why we don't get a capital duchy bonus. I haven't actually checked whether we get it or not, but... So that's our capital county, but we probably don't get capital duchy because we don't have a duchy, do we? Oh no, we still get the capital duchy bonus even though the duchy doesn't exist. Huh. Oh well, that's fine. What are we losing when we die? Lancaster, Chester, and Derby. Yeah, okay. Well, that's okay. We can cope with that. Right, hold off a little bit, and we're dead! As I said, we can cope with that. Right, we are now playing as King Ole. King Henry II has given up the ghost at age 45. He died comatose in bed. A zealous man, he fought for the glory of God against the heathens in one of the greatest holy wars of recent history. King Ole. Merely 14 years old, the realm is left in the capable hands of the regent and council. Long live King Ole. So be it. And with that, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.